Not superficially, not just thinking about it for a fleeting moment while scrolling through motivational posts, but actually doing the painful, necessary work to change. Life doesn't suddenly get easier. If anything, it gets harder. Chaos doesn't care about your plans, your dreams, or your comfort. But here's the good news. You don't have to change the world overnight. You just have to start somewhere, anywhere, and you'd be amazed at how impactful seemingly small victories can be. Swells slightly. Have you ever stopped to truly think about the person you could become if you just tried, really tried to fix yourself? For starters, let's talk about cleaning your room. Yes, it's cliché. You've heard Peterson say it 1,000 times. But have you actually done it? When you take 20 minutes to pull the clutter out from under your bed, fold the laundry that's been sitting in the chair for weeks, and wipe the dust off your shelves, you're not just cleaning, you're reclaiming your environment. You're imposing a sense of order on a space that reflects your internal world. Sure, it's just a clean room to someone looking in from the outside, but to you, it's an act of defiance against chaos. And every time you walk into that space, it tells you something undeniable. You are capable of making things better. Let's look at a second example, waking up on time. It's such a small, relatively uninspiring action. The alarm rings at 6:30 a.m., and most people's instinct is to smack the snooze button and drift back into the comfort of another 10-minute cocoon. But here's the thing. The moment you choose to wake on the first ring, you're doing something immensely significant. You're defeating the smallest version of your inner procrastinator, the voice inside that says, 5 more minutes. The victory might feel minor, but it's monumental in its implications. Today you got up when you said you would. Tomorrow you'll tackle something bigger. Taking a walk. Simple, right? Except it's not just about walking. It's about deciding to move when you could have stayed sedentary. It's about stepping out of the echo chamber of your own mind for 10, 20, or 30 minutes a day and observing the world outside you. Maybe your legs will get stronger. Maybe you'll start to notice how the sunrise over the horizon makes a pedestrian street lamp look like art. And over time, it won't just be your body that gets fitter. Your mind will begin to turn sharper. You'll start to think more clearly, solve problems more effectively, maybe even dream a little farther ahead than you used to. Transition to wider, more universal examples interspersed with motivational visuals of people in diverse walks of life making progress. Another small victory with a massive ripple effect, picking up a book. You don't have to finish it in one sitting, and it doesn't have to be War and Peace. Start with a single chapter of something meaningful. Even 5 pages if that's all you can bring yourself to do. What matters is that you're actively seeking knowledge. This one act starts a chain reaction. Because every page you read isn't just adding information into your mind, it's cementing a habit of seeking depth. And that habit, when repeated, shapes not only your intellect but your character. And then there's the simple, underrated power of showing kindness, not to a stranger on a big stage, but to someone close to you. Maybe it's complimenting a coworker who looks like they're having a tough day. Maybe it's finally apologizing to your sibling for the snide remark you made last week. These aren't earth-shattering acts of heroism, but they matter. Because when you choose to act out kindness in those small, everyday moments, you're conditioning yourself to become a better person. And in return, you start to feel lighter. Grudges fade, resentment begins to dissolve, and relationships grow stronger in places you hadn't even thought to look. Music softens, transitioning to a tone of quiet urgency. Here's the critical part. None of these small victories are trivial. Each one is part of a larger web that fundamentally changes who you are. Cleaning your room today might lead to organizing your finances next week. Waking up on time might lead to securing a job promotion because you're no longer rushing out the door late every morning. Going for a walk might open the door to running a 5K, repairing your health, and rebuilding confidence. Of course, these wins don't come without resistance. You're going to want to make excuses. You'll tell yourself, it's too late for me. I've wasted too much time already. What's the point of starting now? That voice, call it fear, call it laziness, call it self-doubt, it thrives on inertia. And the only way to kill it is by taking the smallest possible action and then repeating it tomorrow and the day after that. So here's what you do. Choose one thing today, just one, something you know you've been neglecting. Maybe it's unloading the dishwasher. Maybe it's writing the first sentence of that book you keep thinking you'll start someday. Maybe it's texting the friend you've been meaning to catch up with for months. Whatever it is, make the choice and complete the task. Let yourself feel the satisfaction of doing it, no matter how small it seems. And then tomorrow, do another small thing. Build that momentum. Stack those small victories until they create a foundation strong enough to carry the weight of your potential. Because your potential is enormous. It's towering above you like a lighthouse on a stormy sea. But it's up to you to make the climb. Music crescendos into something hopeful and triumphant. So fix yourself while you still have the time, the energy, the spark. Don't wait for a better moment. There will never be a better moment. There's only now. One action, one choice, one victory, no matter how small, can change the entire course of your life. The only question is, will you take it?